All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 835. Oh my goodness, what a great day to be alive, right? That's what they say about that. It is Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. That is where Brandy's going to give you the skills that pays the bills. It's going to be a great night tonight. Oh my goodness, these are the techniques that everybody uses to get a pass. You know what I mean? These are the ones. If you don't believe me, go check out our Hall of Fame. I'm just saying, on Instagram, read the quotes. It'll tell you. These are the game changers. I'm telling you. Look, you do got to know the content. I ain't saying that, right? But we put so much on the content and so little. Like so many other study preps, we put so little on what really matters, which is training to take the exam. Like learning how to read those questions, learning how to like decipher what they're trying to get you on. Guys, it's not a clear cut like content-based exam. It really isn't. There's scenarios, there's unnecessary words. They throw a whole thesaurus out there when they wrote this thing, right? They're like words you never even heard, right? You've been speaking English forever. Some people don't even speak English and they're like, dude, I don't understand any of this. Well, guess what? People who speak English don't understand it either. I'm just telling you. So this is why these test-taking techniques are key. So we're going to give that out for free tonight. Tonight. Yeah. So, first off, my name is Andy. I am the guy that runs all the back office over here, answers all the phone calls, text messages, and boy, has my phone been ringing. And but you're not here for my secretarial skills or my problems. You're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know, so that way you too can get a pass notice and then strut hard into 2024, coming correct through the tax season. Guys, that's right. I said it. Tax season is starting. You do not want to be left out. All them IRAs, those Roth IRAs, helping people, lower their tax liabilities. That's my favorite word. You want to know how to break the ice with somebody? You want to know how to, want to sit down with me and see if you can lower your tax liabilities? It gets everybody's attention, right? Yeah. Show me how I don't have to pay the government more and pay me more. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Everybody wants to slow down for that conversation. You don't want to be left out on that. So we are charging hard into the 2024. We have started the Kona Academy. Shout out. We are in the second day already in the books, right? Yeah.
I guess you can say that, technically.
2 days, 3 days in the book?
No, 2
days. I don't know. We've been working up to this thing the whole time. I feel like I'm on the 15th day already, to be honest with you. But no, we got it in the books. First day out. We already got the review and recap out. Of first day of content, I should say.
Yeah.
We're going to be starting day 2 tomorrow. And if you still haven't joined us on that, there's people on here in the chat. There's people on the chat. Mm-hmm. They'll tell you. They'll let you know. You can ask them. Is it worth it? Do you like it?
Yes.
The pace, all that stuff you can ask. Dang, I just triggered you to yell that yes out. Dang. Anyways. No, but seriously, it's not too late. I just put out a recap review. You can catch up. You can be right on time and get in on that. If you need a guided program that you can lock into Monday through Friday, it ain't that long. We ain't trying to like drag this thing out all day. You fit that in for what, an hour and a half, and you're done. You're done, right? You're done. You're going to do a little bit of like looking over your notes. Get ready for tomorrow. That's it.
That's pretty much it.
And then you just get through this. And then Brandy's with you.
I'm with you.
And you can ask questions. So if you haven't looked into it, check it out. You can do that by scanning the QR code, hit the links, get onto the membership, go see which one works best for you. We got 2 options for the SIE, the 6 and the 63. We got a self-study as well. So if you can't jump on the academy, we got a 21-day plan that still works, still popping out passers left and right. So whatever you got, we got it for you. Whatever your excuses are, your challenges, your obstacles, we got an answer. So check it out. We got study guides. We got a brand new SIE study guide. Guys, in ebook form, you can actually click videos that play and you can get an explanation. So we got a lot of great stuff. The message board, we got it all going on. Hit that QR code. Scan the QR code, hit the link in the chat. We got 951-290-3077. You want to give my phone call taking skills a test. Just remember, if it's anything for Brandy, I have to just take a note because why?
Why?
I'm not fingerprinted.
That is very true.
That's right. We talked about this, right? I'm not registered. I'm not registered. Right, Randy?
Yes.
That's right.
He
I am
yes.
qualified
Huh?
to write down a sticky.
That's right.
That's what I'm qualified to do.
Mhm.
Pass it on.
That's right.
That's what I do. All right. If speaking of which, this is our schedule as is, right?
Mhm.
Tomorrow, we're going to do the same thing as we did today. Tomorrow is day 2. Our reminder already hit. So if you are a member and you should already have that in your inbox, make sure that you're on that code tomorrow. We got all that, what we're going over. We got the page numbers, so you can look that over so you guys are prepared. And that's what we got going on tomorrow.
It was so exciting. Guys, I don't know why. I'm nerding out on the positive response that we've had. I mean, Andy and I have been talking about this for a few months. We've been working really hard, like you said,
I would
to get it
say
out.
I would say we've been working on this since May of last year.
Right. And we've yeah, exactly. And then when somebody actually said, "Hey, can we get the page numbers from the study guide for what we're studying tomorrow?" I was like, "Actually want that? That is so cool."
Right.
Guys, I'm telling you, I was nerding out. It was awesome.
Nerding out. Yeah, it's literally been a half a year in process and progress to get this all rolled out. We wanted to make sure we had a study guide and the program all ready to locked up, new 21-day plans. Guys, a lot of work went into it. So it's been nice to see the responses and the feedback. And all I ask is if you're taking part in the free, that's fine. All I ask, guys, is we don't do any marketing. So if you love it, share with others. That's all. Just let everybody know we got something going on over here. It might not be they might not be on the right study prep. There's other answers, right? There's other answers out there. And give Kona a try.
That's right.
So, all right. If you're not following me on Instagram, I wish you would. I tell you what, because when they let me know,
Yeah.
and they give me a picture,
Yeah.
I put another one on the Kona Hall of Fame because we got passers. Yes, we do. We got passers. But they're not added yet.
No.
I got I got a picture late. I got
Yes.
a mention earlier, so I'm hoping to get all that stuff together and put them up on the wall tomorrow for you guys all to see. But just a quick shout out to Glaston. If you remember, you know who he is. He passed the Series 6.
Yes, he did.
Didn't even know he passed the SIE, to be honest with you.
Didn't know. He's a ninja.
He's a ninja studier. That's okay. Passed with our 21-day plan.
Can I say this though, guys? He's on every Zoom that we have. He's there.
Yeah. I expect him taking the 65 by April or February or March or whenever
Yes.
when he gets through all of them. He's just gonna get them all. He's literally ready to just do it all. But yeah, so we got what do we got? Oh yes, and then we have another passer. I just learned. We had Isabel passed her Series 6. She said she's gonna get her all that stuff to me. But yeah, congratulations, 2 Series 6 passers already into the year. Took the advice that we talked about, got the SIE knocked out in December, charging into January, getting the 6. They'll be ready for tax season for sure.
Yes,
That's what I'm talking about. 63 be done by February, already getting their 26 and with the following month. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. That's how you guys want to come. You want to come into this year correct. You do not want to start off a year the same way you started it off last year. So congratulations, getting that thing knocked out. We ain't done yet. We're not yet popping bottles, but we're almost there. But we congratulate you. And as soon as I let you know how they got this thing done, I'll let you guys all know.
Yep.
So all right, ready?
Yeah.
It's time for test taking techniques. That's right, test taking techniques Tuesday. So we got. You're almost like that DJ, what is that thing? And they go, oh man, I'm trying to think of that sound effect they always play. Yeah, that thing.
That.
No. That's the 90s, Brandy.
Yeah, see, I lived musically in the 90s.
No, that's like TJ with the whistle. No. I'm talking about something else. Some of y'all know. Sorry. Now everybody's like, now I know where Andy got.
Now they're Googling whistle and TJ. Sorry.
Anyways, all right, let's get back on track. Test taking techniques Tuesday. We got rules of test taking techniques Tuesday. Rule number 1, you're not allowed to ask what exam did that question come from because it's irrelevant. Focus on what's going on the screen. Why is she going at it by looking at the answers first? Patterns, keywords, all the things that she got to the right answer. And I'm going to give you guys a clue right here. A lot of times, listen, if you are just starting your studying and you're like, I don't know a lot about anything, that's not true. You're going to find out that a lot of these questions you can answer with very little securities knowledge, more world experience, more stuff that you know, just being an adult and just plugging it in there and going, you know what? That's just common sense. That's just everyday living. I know that answer. Guys, don't ignore the stuff you already know. You already been studying your whole life.
Yes, guys, securities vocabulary has its basis in like real world vocabulary.
When somebody tells me they're too old to study, I'm like, dude, it's unfair. You have an unfair advantage. You got like 50 years of on this planet of knowledge. That's more than those 18-year-olds. What you talking about? You got a whole lot of knowledge going on.
That's true.
So the next time you think you're too old, it's not true. You just have not tapped that knowledge yet.
That's right.
All right, so we got rule number 2. How do we get good at anything? Well, we don't act like Allen Iverson. We get to practice. We more like Kobe, right? We want to win some championships. We got to get in there and practice, practice, practice. So as soon as we're done here, we go get ourselves a 10-question flash quiz. That means 10 questions, 10 minutes, 1 minute of thought. That's right. We're doing techniques. We're not worried about anything. We're going with that gut answer. We're going with what we see in the patterns. We're just paying attention. And I know there's some people who'll do this and they'll go, ooh, my score was really bad. I don't think I understand this. I don't like this. That's the uncomfortableness of growing.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to know why you never grew past 5 feet, it's because you never liked pain. I'm just saying. No, I'm just kidding. There's genetics too.
Wow.
No, you got to be uncomfortable to grow.
Yeah,
You got
that
it.
is true.
You really do. You know that's funny though.
Yes.
But you got to grow. You got to get uncomfortable. And you know what? Just like Kobe, he didn't learn that crossover dribble by just simply just like trying it once or twice. He didn't hit his knee and go, "Oh my goodness, that crossover just ain't for me."
No.
That ain't for me. That ain't the move I'm going with. No, you just keep working it until you get it. Just keep working it until you get it done. And so we're going to work on that. This is a drill that you do. This is not what we do all the time, but this is just one of the drills to mix it up, make it fun, and just learn those techniques. All right, let's go. They're done hearing me. They want to hear you, Brandy. Let's go.
All right, guys. I've got limited liability, interest payments, dividend payments, and voting rights. Guys, if you were on last night, Andy likes to start with D and read up. I don't really care. Guys, I have seen so many quiz questions in my studying journey and then studying with you guys that I just go, to be honest with you, I just go wherever it looks appealing. I really do. But with that being said, one thing that I noticed is that interest payments and dividend payments, they both say payments, right? Interest payments, dividend payments, they both say payments. Now, interest payments, I always relate to debt, right? Because debts, interest payments, right? Makes sense. And then dividend payments, I think everybody knows whether you are studying or not. I think a lot of people know that dividends are related to stock. You know, we've seen enough movies that we know dividends are related to stock. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw Wolf of Wall Street. I know what's up.
So anyways, right? So B and C are what we call similar or opposite. Now, I'm not going to put a percentage on there. I'm not going to put anything like that, but I will tell you this. Most of the time, when you see two answer choices that have a similarity like that, the answer is usually one of those.
It usually is. You can't ignore it. Look, did that take any real securities knowledge to notice that there's two things on there with payments, right?
Right.
You don't know anything, right? But you could tell that there's at least two things on the board with payments. Let's pay attention to that.
Exactly. So the question says, each of the following are likely benefits of owning shares of common stock, except, so check this out, except, well, we already said that interest payments are debt.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's it. That's not a benefit, right?
Right. Well, how can it be a benefit when it's not even related?
It's not related. It's debt.
Right. Exactly.
See, that took a little bit of content, but not a lot. It's just a little key connection.
Yeah. And honestly, even if you guys didn't know that dividends were related to stock, you knew that interest was related to debt. And I'm talking about your car payments, your mortgage, your credit card payments, they all have interest on it, right? Those are all debt.
There's that adult knowledge again. That's that adult knowledge again.
Exactly. Oh, some people are looking at this right now,
Oh, you just triggered them.
literally getting the sweats.
They're getting anxiety in front of the SVP on here, Rachel.
Yep.
Welcome, by the way.
Short call, long put, long call, long puts, long call, short call. Wait a minute.
Hold on. Hold the phone.
Did I just say call and put?
You did.
Did I say call and put?
You did.
Did I say call and call?
Yeah, that's weird.
Did I see call and put? This is the only one different.
That is different. Look at what I said. What did I say? You learned this in kindergarten, right? You learned this in kinder because you're just looking for something that's, that stands out that's different, right? Like the dog with the bow on its around its neck, right? We looked at those pictures in preschool. They tell you what's different in this picture.
You get the two.
And you see like the dog like pushing a shopping cart. And you're like, oh, that's different, right? That's all we're doing here.
That's all I did. I'm not.
That's all we're doing here.
What any of this is. I'm just looking at the words. Call and put, call and put, call and call. Different. Right? Look at the question. Question says, which of the following pairs of option contracts would have both intrinsic value if the strike price is 30 and the market price is 40? First of all, it says they both have the same value. These have the same words. Let me say that again. Both have the same value. C has the same words. Both same words. Both same words. You guys with me?
There you go.
Oop.
Now, look, guys, I'm not saying these things work 100% of the time. Not even Lysol works 100% of the time. You know what I mean? But you know what? If I can get these techniques to work for me for at least a good 10 to 20% even, and I've already got like, a good 60%, knowledge going on, I'm a D student in my studies and I apply these techniques and I only need another 10 to 20%, baby, and I got to pass. That's all I need.
Yep.
That's it. And what's the whole point of doing these exams? To get a pass.
Yeah.
To get a pass.
That's it.
So you can move on up like George and Wheezy. Guys, that's all you need to do. That's all you need to do.
That's it. That's it. I'm not even getting into what long and short and all that stuff.
Nah, man.
You don't need it.
Give you a heart attack.
Come on, stop moving for a second. I'm hoping this lines up because I just moved it on accident.
Yeah.
All right. So I have preferred shareholder stock. I have mortgage debt. I have debt owed, and I have debt owed. Guys, I know that you're probably going, oh, well, C and D both say debt owned. Those are both opposite of each other, but exactly. I see it in the chat. A is actually different.
You see stock.
Because debt. One is stock.
We already talked about this in that other question.
Check this out. Guys, what's the question say? Secured corporate debt includes the three answer choices that have debt. Let me say this again, guys. Hold on, let me use a highlighter.
Do it for the people slow at home.
Debt includes the three things that say debt.
Yes.
Debt includes the three things that say debt.
Yes.
Right?
I got that.
Wait a minute. I'm all thinking, hold on. You know what, guys? This is weird.
What's weird?
I answered the question based on the one that's different. And I know I'm the one who put these markers on here. But you know what's weird? That was the actual answer in Kaplan.
Wow. There you go.
But now I'm thinking, wait, stock is not debt. But maybe it is debt. I don't know. But all I'm saying is this. That was the correct answer in Kaplan.
I'm not a smart man, but look, let's just say I'm in a situation. I had a bad burrito before my exam. Time's clicking away. I got stomach cramp. I got to get out of this thing, right? I'm just looking at this. I'm not putting any thought. I see debt. Debt includes more debt. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm like, if it includes, I'm looking for something different. Debt includes stock. I'm looking for the thing that sticks out.
And can I tell you guys, we had 2 questions that were posted on our message board this last week, that if you were to answer them with content, they would be wrong. but if you answered them with technique, they were right. It was really weird. This is one of those examples.
Yeah, and I don't want to cut down Kaplan's Q bank. Look, there's no Q bank out there that's perfect.
No.
And I will tell you this again for all the people who are new and maybe never heard this. All of the Q banks out there are not the people who write the exams. In fact, it's the opposite. The people who write the exams, FINRA or NASA, they pay attention to those Q banks and they make sure that those questions are not in the exam.
Right.
Don't master any Q bank.
Right. I'm like looking at this and I'm like, man, it's just weird. I don't even know. This question's weird. All right. Who cares? We're not going to spend any time on it. All right. I have can never be longer than 30 years, can be any length of time, can never be shorter than 5 years, and must always be between 5 and 30. Mona is right. So there's two techniques in this question. Okay.
Yeah, but Mona's in effect.
Mona is in effect. Mona means must, only, never, and always. Now, the thing about must, only, never, and always, we know that this is usually, like not always, but usually not true, right? It's very rare that something is always, never, or only, okay?
Right.
So,
always and forever. That's not always true.
but the word only, any, is usually a really good test word. I don't know why, guys, but any is a great test word. Any is like flexible.
It's very vague and it's very encompassing. It's very much like inclusive.
Okay. Yes, exactly. Now that's one.
Can I have some M&Ms? Yeah, just give me any M&Ms. Now, if I said give me some reds,
right,
greens,
it's very
that's specific. But I want any of them. Any of them. What do you got in the bowl over there?
What you got? Any? Now, the other technique that we've been talking about here at KonaButterflyz is the fact that that has a number.
Trademark, I think.
That has a number. And this has two numbers.
Yeah.
And what have we noticed? If one answer choice has a number,
it's the answer.
The answer. If one answer choice does not have a number,
it's usually the answer.
It's usually the answer. So there's no number here. Check this out.
Oh, we're supposed to look at the question.
I know.
They tell us to look at the question.
Sometimes I don't. The time to maturity for debt instruments is. Now, this one would have taken content if you would look at it. You guys know that debt instruments have anywhere from an overnight to 30, 40 years.
But you know what? I stayed up. I didn't listen to Andy and Brandy. I crammed all night for the exam the night before. And guess what? All these numbers are blurring together. I can't remember 30. I can't remember what 60 goes with. I don't know, 5 year, 2 year. I don't know what's going on anymore. Good thing you had the techniques, though.
Exactly.
Good thing you had the technique. Let's just go with it on that.
And especially, guys, if you see two different techniques in one answer like this, don't fight it. Even if your common sense is saying like, no, man, that's weird, or yeah, but I don't know what it is. Every time I've gone against two techniques in one answer choice, I've been wrong.
Yeah.
It's been great. Go with it. Business risk, financial risk, reinvestment risk, call risk. Now, I'm going to use...
Are you going to say the keyword is risk?
I'm going to use not securities to relate these words.
Yeah, let's do it.
Business risk sounds like a risk of doing business, right?
Yeah, is that business going to go under? Is it going to be successful? Who knows?
Financial risk means I'm going to lose money. I know what the real definition is. So if you guys know what the real definition is, relax. I know. Reinvestment risk means maybe when it says reinvestment risk, it means I risk of not reinvesting. Does that make sense, guys? So like financial risk is losing money. Business risk is a business failing, right?
Like people are not reinvesting into it.
Yeah, like there's not a reinvestment, maybe not an opportunity to reinvest, right? And then call risk means it's the risk of being called. Like I'm just relating the words, right? I don't know what called means. I just know it says risk, call risk.
And if you're new, yes, she knows what the word called means. We're playing a game here.
Yes.
Someone texted me later. They're like, why does she not know what call means?
She's teaching us and she doesn't know what call means?
calm down. She knows. We're playing a game here.
Yes, a company just attend our live sessions. Okay.
It's called
Just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys.
it's called acting.
Yes. A company, hint, is about to introduce a new product. While confident in the product's appeal and market, it is still an unknown factor until sales results are viewed later. Investors holding stock in the company at this time is specifically exposed to, doesn't sound like financial risk. It doesn't sound like reinvesting. It doesn't sound like this weird call word, but it does sound like I have a risk of this business failing because this product, we don't know if it's going to do good.
We don't know if it's the next Coca-Cola or the next like
Or new Coke.
Oh man, remember that?
I actually don't remember that.
Classic Coke and new Coke. You don't remember drinking that? Oh man, that was bad stuff.
I think back in that at that time I was either drinking Pepsi or RC.
Oh yeah. There was Tab. No Tab on yours?
Yeah, I had Tab.
It was a diet soda.
That's probably why I didn't see it very often. My family loves the sugar.
Diet right?
All right, guys. I am going to tell you exactly what happened in this answer. I'm gonna pull back the curtain a little bit.
Yeah, pull it back.
If you guys notice from our answer choices, reduce volatility and liquidity, promote liquidity and reduce volatility, increase volatility and liquidity, or limit liquidations. If you guys notice, these two answers are opposite, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Reduce, increase, volatility, liquidity. Okay. So these are based on opposites. This one, and then I saw the reduce volatility right there. So I go, okay, well, maybe that's the double dip. And I chose A.
Mm-hmm.
I was wrong.
You should have chose B.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just saying you should have chose B.
The
The reason why I was like, it calms.
the reason why, so when I did this very fast, I was like, well, like I said, A and C are opposite. I did use content to back myself up a little bit. Now, I think I put the wrong answer in.
Oh, now that I see the word stable, I would have gone with B.
So when I looked at this answer choice, when I looked at the question and it said wants to maintain a stable net asset, that means it's going to reduce volatility.
Yeah.
Okay. I also know this is the content side of me. I went like this. Well, I know that this is the money market for munis, and I know money markets provide liquidity. So the answer is A. But what I didn't do, guys, is slow it down, because A is not saying reduce volatility and provide liquidity.
No.
It's saying it's reducing both of them.
Right.
And I read that so super fast because I looked at the answer, I got it wrong, and I'm like, what?
Well,
I got it wrong. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't do that. But I go, wait a minute. A and B say the same thing. Just, oh.
This is my secretary knowledge. So the way I read it was you're trying to increase some cash and you're trying to decrease the volatility of your business.
You're trying to make it easy to sell.
Which is good when you have more cash.
Promote liquidity, make it easy to sell.
Right.
And because it's stable, you're reducing volatility. But I read the answer wrong. I read it too fast, and I put my assumption in there. I saw the word provide liquidity, and the word provide was not in it.
Yeah, there you go. Well, there you go.
So that happens sometimes.
Why right, why wrong?
Exactly. So this would be oh man, I didn't see that P word right there that I have boxed. That means, Brandy, slow down. It's still a technique. It's still a test taking skill. But anyways, I wanted to share that with you guys.
There you go. Listen, do we do this? Yes. Do we do techniques? Yes. Do we learn this in our classes? Yes. Do we teach this along with content? Absolutely. Because you know what? You got to learn both. You got to learn the techniques. You got to learn the content, and they go together, and that gives you that edge that you've been looking for. That's not just reading a book over and over again if you don't know how to apply the knowledge.
I had the knowledge, guys, and I still got the question wrong because I read the words on the screen wrong.
What's the point of wasting your time spending it and reading all of that stuff, and you don't even know how to apply it or how they're asking or reading it and like understanding how it's put together so you can get a pass notice.
Exactly.
So if you like more of that, we got that in the member sessions. We got that and the content and the techniques, and then brand new Mondays, We'll go over that for members all session long.
Yep.
So, and the Saturday review. So we got all that stuff going on. So if you like that, join us. But you know what I want to say? I want to say thank you all for making the choice to be here, being consistent, putting this in your calendar. You could have been anywhere else, but you were here tonight. You got some studying in, you learned it. But the best thing you can do for yourself is still go out there, go get a practice in while this is still fresh. Get that 10-question quiz. Try out some of these drills. They might not work sometimes. They might not work. You know, the skills might work all the time. But you know what? If they work 10%, 20%, that's 1 or 2, 3 questions that I could have got wrong. But now I'm getting it right. And a lot of times, that's all people ever need to get a pass notice. All right, everybody. We got Kona Academy happening tomorrow. We'll be back for the Studying Brew. We're going to do some free content tomorrow night. Same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, everybody stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep that positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you guys so much for being on. We super appreciate you guys. Don't forget to practice those techniques in your next flash quiz. We will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.